Welcome, everybody. Vance Palm here for Jam Central, Episode 2, downtown Bakersfield, at the Bakersfield, California, inside the Dignity Health Studios. What a pleasure to be with you here for Jam Central. Well, let's get started. Let's get into the playbook. Let's get Episode 2 started right now. I love this logo, the Jam Playbook, because it gets me stoked. X's and O's. Are you kidding me? Look who's with me now. This is like as old school gets. My co-host for this evening, and I sure hope they do this permanently. I want you in here every show with me. Hey, everybody, it's Rick Hutchins. He's been with the Jam since its inaugural season. The play-by-play broadcasting team of Palm and Hutchins. I was television, he was radio, and he also had the Jam Coaches Show. You know, Rick, one thing you and I had the pleasure of doing, we were the last two guys to ever interview Jim Herrick in his coaching career in the first couple of years here. So we have a lot to talk about, Rick, and it's a pleasure to have you with us. Also, for those of you that are watching, say, hey, wait a minute. That's one of the food dudes. That's one of the food dudes from Bakersfield Magazine. So we're bringing in all the stops tonight. Rick, just very quickly before we talk about 2014, let's go back a few years. Boy, it's been a lot of fun, hasn't it?
Certainly has. I mean, we've seen Bakersfield go through a tremendous transition. All the way back to Rabobank Arena. We used to do the 12:30 and then move to ESPN Radio, and then eventually move from Rabobank to the Dignity Health Event Center. And it's been great. Every year it just keeps getting better and better, changes in coaches. And now can't tell you how excited I am that we are in a hybrid affiliate with the Phoenix Suns. It's just a privilege to be here.
Yeah, Rick, we have a lot to talk about tonight. Rick Hutchins, my co-host here on Jam Central. Let's go over the last couple of games. Now, I don't want to touch on the triple OT game just yet. I do want to talk to you about that in a second. But basically, we're just kind of starting off our season here from a play-by-play perspective. What's your thoughts?
Well, I tell you what, the first game was absolute heartbreak. We come out, build a 13-point lead in the first half. Thought we had Texas in the bag, but, I mean, they've got some savvy veterans. You've got a point guard who's got tons of NBA experience in Mike James, and he proved that in the second half. You got former Jam player Damian James, who's physical, and Bernard James. He was absolutely the shot doctor that night. Not to take anything away from our guys. I mean, TJ Warren and Tyler Ennis came exactly as advertised. A seamless transition from Phoenix to Bakersfield. Head coach Nate Bjorken got them rolling. TJ puts up 40 points on his debut. Now, I knew TJ was a great scorer in college, and I didn't think that he would struggle too much in the development league. But, boy, he showed a number of different, facets to his game. He played good defense. He played great as a teammate with the rest of the team. And Tyler Ennis, wow, 1 year at Syracuse, and that guy really ran the team well. Like I said, we came up short by 2 points, but, it was something to build on. The next night, Jam take it to Grand Rapids.
This is the highest level of sports in the Valley, in competitive sports. This is we're just one sliver away from the NBA, so we are the highest level of sports here in the entire Valley. And the reason I say that is because we have a hybrid affiliation, as you say, with the Phoenix Suns. Mm-hmm. We're on the doorstep of the Phoenix Suns, and our general manager here for the Bakersfield Jam is Bubba Burrage, and boy, is he a class act. And Rick, I want you and I to kind of enjoy this interview that we had with him a couple nights ago, and then after that we'll talk about it. Let's listen in to my interview with the general manager of the Bakersfield Jam, Bubba Burrage. Bubba, as GM of Bakersfield Jam, what does your role mean for our team, and how does that connect our team with our NBA team, the Phoenix Suns?
Well, the role mainly, I have to always keep in mind that the purpose of what I'm doing is for the Suns and the development of the team, of the young players that we have there. My primary purpose for that is to always keep that in mind. So when I build the team with Brian and Nate, we always have that factor in mind of how it'll affect the players when we bring them down on assignment. And so there's a blend there that I have to always be aware of with those two teams in mind. I think because of the history of how the Jam have been competitive-wise, we want to try to keep that intact and still develop the players. So it's a little bit of a balance that's fun and exciting. I think we've put together a pretty good group of young players with veteran players, so it all kind of makes sense when our assignment players come in. that they can blend in with some of the younger guys that they'll be familiar with, and also play with some veteran pieces that maybe can automatically quickly click with.
That's an interesting point you just bring up, because if I think of you as the GM of this team, I'm thinking, hey, your whole focus is the jam, but actually it's the antithesis of that is, hey, I've got to focus on our big boys, and how can I use this Bakersfield squad to benefit our big team?
Yeah, in concept, we want to try to replicate how the Suns play, and we found that's a little difficult to do, but we do try to replicate it as much as we can, so that when our younger players come in, you know, there's a little bit of a seamlessness there where the calls will be the same, and the defensive, you know, the way we do this, our systems will be the same, but also kind of our style can be similar. You know, the Suns, they understand that it's not going to be exactly the same, that we have to go to the strengths of how our team is. But at the same time, we want to try to, you know, accentuate three-point shooting, the pace of the game. We want to try to accentuate that. And then also the guard play and the dribble play. You know, we haven't had Joe Jackson at full strength yet, but once he gets into full strength, and now that we signed Chris Wright, and with Adrian, you know, we have three guys that, you know, maybe we can play two of them at the same time and kind of replicate what the Suns scored and led to.
You know, just a few days ago, I get a buzz on my phone. I see T.J. Warren and Tyler Ennis are coming to Bakersfield. My goodness gracious, they're not messing around. Tell us about those two players. Their 2 games with the Jam. How did they do in your mind?
I thought they both did really well. I thought for TJ, it was apparent that he has a natural scoring knack. And yeah, and I felt like, you know, watching him play in the D-League setting, he obviously was a cut above most of the players on the floor, and I felt like if he was to come back, he would probably do the same thing again and again. And it was great to see that when he left our jam situation, he automatically got minutes there in the next game, and he actually played in the fourth quarter against the Celtics and had 7 points in the fourth quarter. And now they're trying to integrate him into minutes with the team, so I think it was apparent to them too. And with Tyler, I thought that his experiences were a little more varied. He had some struggles in some of the parts of the game, and then he had some successes. And in the second game, I thought as the game went, he got better and better. And by the end of the game, I thought he carried us in a lot of ways, setting up everybody else for their play action. So for him, I thought it was maybe a more realistic and beneficial experience, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of him, because like we were saying, conversation-wise with the Suns, you know, you really can't replicate in drills like what's going to happen. You almost have to put him in a game where you don't know, because the opposition is going to try to, you know, react, and they're also trying to be aggressive. So now he has to be put into more of a spontaneous mode. And I thought as the 2 games went, he really did kind of figure out, like, okay, now I just did this. Now maybe I should pass to the corner and then make the swing, have them make the swing pass. I thought he did a really good job in that respect.
A few nights ago, I'm front and center on the PA mic for a triple overtime game against Rio Grande Valley. Big buckets going in late by some big names in college, and some guys that had some big minutes in the pros last year. We had top executives from the NBA Development League there, 3 NBA scouts sitting in there, crowd going crazy. Couldn't ask for a better product.
Yeah, I was really happy. That was the first real game that we've had without the, you know, assignment players. So I was a little apprehensive knowing that we only had one true guard available in Xavier. And, you know, because Joe was gone, I was a little bit apprehensive with that. But I thought the way we came out, especially in the first half, we really set the tone, and we did a lot of nice things. And then we responded to their, you know, there's always going to be runs in the game. I thought we responded to their runs nicely and got back into form and what we were trying to do. So for the first game of our real team, you know, our real jam team without our assignment players, I thought we were really good.
For our Jam Central fans that are watching, what is it that you'll always be able to tell these players to work on, that you're never going to stop telling them to work on certain things at this level?
Yeah, I've noticed, like, in the shooting respect, for me, like, shooting is something like batting practice for baseball. Like, you can't get enough of it. And it's something that you can always improve on, whether it's your concentration level, whether it's the touch coming off your fingertips, or just the repetitive muscle memory. I would always tell the guys that you can't get enough shots up shooting the right way. You know, you can always extend your range, you can extend your ability to put it on the floor to pull up. You know, you can always tweak little things, and it's great that we have this facility here that they can come in anytime they want and get shots up, and our coaches are so dedicated that they'll come in at any time and work with these guys. And it's a big selling point for us to be able to have this gym the whole time, because it really is a developmental part of it, that you eat the actual food to work on your shooting and everything.
What a novel idea.
Yeah. But some teams don't have that.
Okay, final question for you. What's the word in Phoenix about Bakersfield?
They're really happy with the way things are going. We got a couple of guys, assistant GMs, I've talked to them, and they're excited about coming down once their holiday schedule breaks. They have a lot of college tournaments right now that they're involved in. And once that breaks, they're really excited about coming in and seeing the guys. They're following it. I got several texts during that triple overtime game. Man, you know, I can't tell you exactly, but there was some frustration with some of the things that went on there, and they were really excited, and they just were really following. I could see it, so it's nice to see.
Doing a great job, Bubba. Great to have you. Thanks
you.
for being with us on Jam Central.
And Vance, hey, I can't think of a better guy to be in Bakersfield representing Phoenix last 3 years working with scouting and player development. Bubba Burrage going to do a fantastic job and is really going to help complement Brian Levy as well. But I saw him taking a copious amount of notes there the other night during the game, and he was scribbling through some things, and I don't know what your take is on that.
Well, the game that you're talking about was the triple overtime game against Rio Grande Valley. What a game. I'm the public address announcer, so I'm on the microphone in the arena, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and all that. Rick is play-by-play. He's going around the world. So I was sitting, I'm hearing you back there. How about if I step away and I'll let you tell them about this triple OT game. I thought I should have been home in my living room about an hour before I really got there, Rick.
Well, I tell you what, I thought Elijah Millsap, who'd really struggled that game, had won it, in the last seconds, and then lo and behold, RGV hits a big three from the corner.
Nick Johnson
it breaks our hearts, and of course, down the stretch, it goes back and forth. Both teams had opportunities to win that game, and you're looking back. Okay, it's the beginning of the season, but. The thing that was frustrating was that there was a call there that
a call.
There's a particular.
Cindy, is this show being seen around the world? Is this because we need to make sure we still have our jobs after this?
Yeah, that's right. You cannot call a timeout when neither player for either team has control of the ball, and if anything, our player had control of the ball, so they get the break.
It was a great game, and I think my takeaway from that is that we did answer the bell a couple times. A couple of big threes. Ronaldo Major just kind of kept everybody composed. Nick Johnson, the Arizona superstar, hit one that was unbelievable. Great fun to watch. Okay, first of all, before we take our break, I'm going to let everybody know how they can watch us, and let's get them involved in our social media. For the latest news, please follow the Bakersfield Jam on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and visit, of course, bakersfieldjam.com. You can catch us here every Friday at 10 a.m. Every other Friday. I keep saying every Friday because I want it to be every Friday on Bakersfield.com from the Dignity Health Studios. When we come back, a really fun segment on Jam Central. It's the second quarter. It's one-on-one locker room talk, and I'm not going to tell you who the players are. You got to come back. For Rick, I'm Vance. Back in a moment on Jam Central.
Don't get up at the crack of dawn for the best savings of the season. At Nissan of Bakersfield, get Black Friday savings all month long. The Nissan Altima is lighter, faster, and stronger, and it's just $17,999. The Nissan Versa Note has more style, technology, and room for only $13,499. Savings like these are usually only available for one day, but we're giving you Black Friday savings all month long. Are you going to shop anywhere else? I don't think so. Nissan of Bakersfield is the place to go.
One thing about living in Kern County is all the great schools. Centennial! And no matter what school you go to, there's still one thing. One thing! One thing! We can all single financial institution in all Kern County.
Take advantage of our low fixed mortgage rates, including 60-day lock-in at no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools, the biggest little credit union in town.
Catch and shoot for three.
Roadrunner basketball season tickets are on sale now. Men's home games include Delaware, UC Riverside, New Mexico State, and Valley rival Fresno State on December 6th. Get your season tickets and be guaranteed your seat when the Bulldogs come to the Accardo Center. Season tickets start at just $99 for general admission. Purchase your season tickets at GoRunners.com or by calling 654-BLUE. CSUB Roadrunner basketball back on the blue court of the Accardo Center this season. We're all runners.
Hi, my name's Harold Raymond here from a sign factory and graphic shop. Big 14 actually is the garment industry, screen printing, embroidery. We cater to a lot of schools. Currently, when we do our screen printing, we can average out about 1,500 shirts a day without a problem. T-shirts to hoodies, beanies, hats, decals for the students' vehicles or parents' vehicles or anything. We have an 18,000 square foot facility, and we do pretty much everything that goes with the graphics world.
Reach for the top with Pinnacle Performance Institute. With individualized training for speed, agility, and strength, Pinnacle Performance will help athletes of all ages achieve in the field, on the court, and on the track. Whether you're a youth athlete, a high school athlete, or you're just trying to stay in shape, you will learn how to do it the right way. Give us a call at 374-FAST or come by and visit our new facility at 12757 Jomani Drive. Whether you're a high school athlete, a youth athlete, or an adult looking to get into shape, we have something for everyone at Pinnacle Performance Institute.
Whether you're a builder in town or a do-it-yourselfer, EA Shields has everything you need to help make your job easier and affordable, like ready-mix concrete, rock and gravel, pipe and fittings. Yes, EA Shields has it, and they deliver. For bigger jobs, they rent bobcats, jackhammers, and trailers. EA Shields has been in the business since 1949. They make their own products, and they're your one-stop shop in septic system installation. Give them a call at 325-5969. That's 325-5969. If you don't want the best, then call the rest.
All right, welcome back, everybody. The second quarter on Jam Central. Once again, I'm your host, Vance Palm, and I've got my co-host, and he better be with me all season long. I don't want to be without Rick all season long. Rick Hutchins is back with us. This is the second quarter, one-on-one locker room talk. We've got two of our Bakersfield Jam players with us. Adrian Thomas, AT right here. Rob Vaden right over here. Fellas, welcome. Great to have you guys here, and we've got a lot to talk about. A lot to get to, but first let's introduce you and let's let the community get to know who you are. Let's get the highlights going, and let me start talking about Adrian Thomas. He's a returning player. Most recently, AT was playing professionally in Japan. He's a member of the 2013 Miami Heat Summer League team. In 4 games there, he averaged 8 points, 3 boards. Great asset to have with us, and I think my favorite thing about him, look at these highlights, man, from the U, AT. Myself having, look at that, my man.
I forgot about these.
You didn't forget about them. Nobody believes that you forgot about these. Let's look at this. Yeah. Boom, AT from downtown. Nice. And you sure had the green light.
Oh yeah.
So talk to us about some of these highlights you're looking at here.
Oh, this was the ACC tournament right here. Yeah, we lost at the buzzer. I think Tyler Zeller scored, but yeah, had 5 threes in the second half, man. We was up 20, but things happen.
Things happen. Playing the Tar Heels here. Look at this. Yeah. Oh my goodness, another one. So, and I want to talk about that when we get out of these highlights. I want to talk about your role here and what you're going to be expected to do with your size, but also with that sweet touch. So. As we're seeing some beautiful highlights. Now this one against Missouri State.
I remember that too. That was the NIT because we did not beat UNC. We ended up going to the NIT. And, I had 16 points in, I think, 4 minutes. Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy game.
Excellent. So that's AT. That's Adrian Thomas now. And, man, we have a lot to talk about. But let me give it over to Rick, and let's meet Rob Vaden. Shall we, Rick?
All right, Rob. So Rob is a first-round pick this year. And, Rob, if you don't mind, do you know the former wrestler from WWE, Big Van Vader? You're going to be Big Van Vaden.
Okay.
Is that it?
I'll take that.
And let's take a look at some of your highlights with UAB.
Yeah, I definitely had the green light at UAB. No question about it.
Playing with head coach Mike Davis.
Yes, sir.
You were selected first round, 8th overall by the Jam 2014 NBA D-League draft. You most recently played for Belfius Mons Hainaut in Belgium.
Yep.
Appearing in 10 games, 9 points a game, 1.6 rebounds, 27 minutes a game. And you've also played in Germany, Slovakia, and Italy as well. So you're well-traveled, well-seasoned. 2 seasons in the NBA D-League. And I remember many of your games with Tulsa 66ers, lighting it up.
Yep.
And you were drafted going back to 2009, second-round pick, number 54, the Charlotte Hornets. And then you were immediately traded to Oklahoma City Thunder, and that's kind of how you ended up with Tulsa.
Yep.
Before there were really affiliate players there. It's kind of how it works. So, yeah, Robert, welcome to the show. And I see you're playing here for your old coach, Mike Davis.
Yes, sir.
At UAB after you transferred from Indiana. 2 years there and lighting it up from the outside.
Nice, fellas. Look at some of these highlights. Great footage, and thank you to everybody at the Bakersfield Jam for putting these together. So here's our 2 guests, Adrian Thomas, AT, and Rob Vaden. Adrian, as a returning player with the Jam, when we get guys that have been with us before and they come back, I really want to know, what are your expectations of yourself on the court for the Jam, and then out in the community as well?
Definitely on the court. I just want to be a great teammate for the young players, great mentor to them, and really just keep doing what I do, shoot threes and have fun out there, man. Just keep the bench live and keep the team happy.
And you can tell by our crowds at the Dignity Health Event Center, boy, they love the Jam, and this community loves you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I love the community too. Every time I'm out and about walking around, they recognize us. I just take the number down and give her some free tickets.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, ladies? Go ahead.
Hey, get the number, get some free tickets. Easy.
So Adrian, you played 2013 Summer League with the Miami Heat. You played with some decent players, right, Miami? So, what did you learn? How did you improve your game?
At Miami Heat?
Yes.
Really, it was focused a lot about defense. We went through a week of training camp before we went to Summer League, to Vegas. It was just really a lot of defense. It was all defense, and he just preached it, everything. It was I forgot his name. Sorry, but Coach Fizz from, I think it's from Fresno State, actually. And, all he preached was defense. They just came off their championship run, and we just learned how to talk. There's a lot of communication, slide with players, and that was really it. Compete and play defense, and everything else will fall into place.
And how has that translated to your D-League game now?
It's the same thing, really. I try to tell the young guys, if we play defense, we'll have a chance, even if you're off that night or, everybody's not going to have a perfect game, going to turn the ball over, we're going to miss some shots. But as long as we're playing defense as a unit, then I think everything will fall into place. Give ourselves a chance.
Hey, Rob, you've been in the league here, D-League, for a while, and I remember watching as Rick and watched you play for 2 seasons now. What can you bring to the Jam with the experience of the D-League? And I'll preface the question this way, because this is the highest level of sports in the Valley. You're one step away from playing with the Suns. So as a veteran, you're a young guy, but as a veteran, 2 years in this league, what can you bring to the Jam?
Just like you said, I can bring a lot of experience. I've played a lot of basketball in my life. Like you said, I'm 29 years old, so I can bring a lot of experience. I shoot the ball very well, so I try to bring that as well. But for the most part, just like AT said, being a good teammate, just showing the younger guys how they got to work in practice and how they got to play in the game. So other than that, like you said, we just have fun. Basketball is a fun game. It's an easy job for us.
I like hearing that. As I'm watching your highlights, I'm watching you get open. And, these are the kind of things that some of these young players, I'm watching you guys the other night, and, it's easy to get open on a fast break because there's 3-on-2, it's 2-on-1. But on a offensive set, you've got to learn how to get open on these guys. What do you have, Rick?
Well, Robert, you have a ton of overseas experience, and a couple of things how's the game different playing overseas? One, and how have you tried to change your game to fit in the States?
Well, first, I'll answer the second question first. My game I think it translates well in both because of how well I shoot the basketball. So I never really had to change my game, but I know a lot of guys that come from over here, the spacing is a lot tighter. It's harder to get to the basket. And in the D League or in the NBA, it's a lot more space. The court is bigger. The three-point line is longer. So it's a lot more for. I feel like the D League and NBA is a lot better for like athletic guys who can get to the line, get out on the break, and things like that. But as far as me having to change my game, I don't think I ever had to. I always just stay myself and just try to play the way I play.
Okay.
AT, same question for you though. Playing in Japan, when you guys major college basketball, then you go over to some of these countries. There's some players from Bakersfield here that went and played in Japan. Boy, it's a different world over there, and it's still basketball. But tell us the differences.
The refs. The refs, they don't like. I'm not gonna say they don't like Americans, but the refs don't like. God, they try to give their players the upper hand. Usually, they're
give them a little edge.
give them a little edge. No problem with that.
My man,
No
I
problem
coached in the Caribbean League with 2 Cal State players, and we went down there and played all through the Caribbean. And let me tell you something: we would have a breakaway, slam dunk on somebody, and nowhere near a guy they call offensive foul. We just look at each other and go, "Come on."
Yeah.
So that's a great answer.
That's definitely probably the biggest thing, and I mean just the adjustment with travel, and you might be on the bus for 10 hours sometimes, and then got shoot around or practice that the night before. I don't know, right away. You might never even go see the hotel, So that's really the biggest difference. I mean, but once you get on the court, once you get going, there's no real difference. And like you said, I'm a shooter too, so I can really agree with what Rob just said. There's really no difference. Unless you're the more athletic you are, the more you probably want to be in the NBA.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
And how difficult was it to transition to such a fast-paced lifestyle in Japan?
I was not in the fast-paced lifestyle. let me tell you that now. The city I was at was very slow, and I really did nothing but watch Netflix all day, different movies.
How about your diet?
A lot of rice.
Yeah.
A lot of rice, a lot of chicken. They eat a lot of fried food out there. A lot of pork, if that's what you eat. But a lot of chicken, a lot of rice, and that was about it, really.
For our audience watching on Jam Central, I hope what you're taking away right now is you're looking at 2 global cats here. These guys have played a lot of hoop in a lot of different places. And Rick, I think I'll ask a question for both of us. Where has been your favorite place to play? Both. How about if you both answer that?
My favorite place to play, besides home here in the United States, I had to say Germany. It was I feel like it was a great place. I was in a great city, great fans, great organization. So I would definitely say Germany.
Okay.
In Germany, well, first I'd like to shout out the USA first. But I did a tour in China. 2 years ago also. I'll probably say that was because we were just going city to city. I got to see so much and got to walk the Great Wall, and the fans just loved us there. So it was definitely a great experience. Sometimes I go back in my little DVD player and watch a little DVD one of the guys made for us and just reminisce on that.
Basketball has brought you these experiences.
Yeah, definitely.
All across the world.
Okay, but now, fellas, you're in Bakersfield, and we need it. We need that experience on this floor. And, Rick, I'll give you the last question here before we go to break.
So what do you see with your team right now? You have a number of different players, and basically you guys are all here because it's a combination of Phoenix and head coach Nate Bjorkgren and Brian Levy, and they all want you here. So what are some of the things that your coaches in Phoenix have told you that they want you to stress while you're here? What's it going to take for you to get to Phoenix or to another NBA team, hopefully Phoenix?
Go ahead.
Defense. I think defense and just that's really it. As long as you're playing defense, I think they know your strengths up there. They do so much research on you, They know what you can do well, and they know what you can bring to the table offensively. I think if you can show that you can play defense at that level, you have a great shot.
Yeah, I agree. I think Coach Nate just had to talk with us today about it. I mean, if we get caught up to the NBA, nobody's going to run and play for us. We're not going to score 25, 30 points a game, but if we can show that we can play defense and be a good teammate, and then maybe some shots will fall into our hands.
No Jeremy Lin's. No Jeremy Lin's.
No, that's absolutely a great point, and that's what it is. When you guys get called up, it's going to be, hey, Rob, hey, get in there, shut that guy down, please. For some reason, the 11 other guys we have here can't do it, so get in there and do it.
Wavy towel, all that.
Well,
nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I'm going to take that and be Captain Segway, because when we come back, we're going to have to start getting a little bit more animated, and we're going to have to get it on, because next up is our favorite segment here on Jam Central. It's Buzzer Beater segment. Stay tuned. Watch as these two go head-to-head. It's a lot of fun. Our last show, we had Ronaldo and Jamil in here. I thought we were going to have to get security in here for a second here. When we come back, we will have Buzzer Beater here and the third quarter on Jam Central right after this.
Don't get up at the crack of dawn for the best savings of the season. At Nissan of Bakersfield, get Black Friday savings all month long. The Nissan Rogue is stylish, flexible, and now only $22,890. The Nissan Frontier is the mid-size truck for full-size work, and it's just $17,499. Savings like these are usually only available for one day, but we're giving you Black Friday savings all month long. Are you going to shop anywhere else? I don't think so. Nissan of Bakersfield is the place to go.
One thing about living in Kern County is all the great schools. Peace! BHS! Garden! Frontier! And no matter what school we go to, there's still one thing. One thing! One thing! We can all agree on. Kern School is the #1 financial institution in all Kern County.
Visit Kern Schools and take advantage of our 1.74 APR auto rates on new and used vehicles.
Kern Schools, the biggest little credit union in town.
Catch and shoot for three.
Roadrunner basketball season tickets are on sale now. Men's home games include Delaware, UC Riverside, New Mexico State, and Valley rival Fresno State on December 6th. Get your season tickets and be guaranteed your seat when the Bulldogs come to the Accardo Center. Season tickets start at just $99 for general admission. Purchase your season tickets at GoRunners.com or by calling 654-BLUE. CSUB Roadrunner basketball back on the blue court of the Accardo Center this season. We're all runners.
Hi, my name's Harold Raymond here from a sign factory and graphic shop. Big 14 actually is the garment industry, screen printing, embroidery. We cater to a lot of schools. Currently, when we do our screen printing, we can average out about 1,500 shirts a day without a problem. T-shirts to hoodies, beanies, hats, decals for the students' vehicles or parents' vehicles or anything. We have an 18,000 square foot facility, and we do pretty much everything that goes with the graphics world.
Whether you're a builder in town or a do-it-yourselfer, EA Shields is everything you need to help make your job easier and affordable. Like ready-mix concrete, rock and gravel, pipe and fittings. Yes, EA Shields has it, and they deliver. For bigger jobs, they rent bobcats, jackhammers, and trailers. EA Shields has been in the business since 1949. They make their own products, and they're your one-stop shop in septic system installation. Give them a call at 325-5969. That's 325-5969. If you don't want the best, then call the rest.
This is dignity. The smile given to a sick child. The steps taken to find a cure. Future leaders learning to make a difference. Humanitarians who give from the heart. And a love that comes from above. At Mercy and Memorial Hospitals, dignity is more than just a word. It's who we are.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Third quarter here on Jam Central. I'm your host, Vance Palm. I've got my partner, Rick Hutchins, with me. We've been together since before Chuck Taylors were put together.
That's right.
Been around a long time. We have two great Bakersfield. Oh, really? Let me see. Hey,
Y'all got my Chucks on.
Wow, man. Hey, that's what I played in. Man, that's how old I am. All right, all right. Dig this. Adrian Thomas, Rob Vaden. These are our two Jam players. This is Buzzer Beater Quarter 3 in our show. We're going to get ready to go here. So this is the first one, and I always have to read these so I don't mess it up. Fellas, the name of this game is called This or That. This or That. The host is going to he's going to read you a this or that card. You have 7 seconds to answer. We have found that most of the time it does not take a full 7 seconds, but sometimes it does. And if it gets to past 7 seconds, I do this, you lose your opportunity. And there'll be I'll be commenting in between some, maybe the peanut gallery might also have some things to say about this. But Rick, are you ready, sir?
Absolutely.
Okay, you're going to speak right into the microphone, sir.
Okay.
And we're going to go back and forth, this or that, and the winner of this game, the prize is that they get to play tomorrow night at the Dignity Health.
Well, we both winning.
You get to play against the Santa Cruz Warriors tomorrow night. Okay, and let's go.
All right. What NBA team failed to make the playoffs in 1994 for the first time since 1976? The LA Lakers or the Chicago Bulls?
Chicago
Bulls.
Wrong. LA Lakers.
Early.
Yes. Who was the first hoopster to win 8 NBA scoring titles? Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley.
Michael Jordan.
Got it.
Correct.
Would you rather go back in time to meet your ancestors or go into the future and meet your great-grandchildren?
Ancestors.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Aren't they? They're both answering. Wait a second.
Oh, you asking? I don't know.
Okay, look. Okay, see, this is what happens. All right.
I asked that break.
This is exactly what happened with Jamil. Okay, security. Okay, look. Start with AT. He goes, and then Rob goes. Okay, go.
Okay.
So
this is
AT
me?
gets next one's up. AT.
So right
go.
now we're 1-1. Okay.
Okay.
AT, would you rather go back in time to meet your ancestors or go into the future and meet your great-grandchildren?
Ancestors.
Wow. Next up.
Are you a person who thinks before you talk, Rob, or talks before you think?
A little bit of both.
Listen to that answer.
The bell. Oh my God.
No, and it says in the rules you cannot answer. The answer cannot be a question. Answer must no dice.
Okay,
All right,
no
next
dice.
up. You go ahead.
AT, if you were stranded on an island, would you rather have your shoes or your jacket?
The jacket. It gets cold.
Okay.
On an island? Okay. Would you rather get a dream vacation, Rob, for 2 weeks or spend 5 days with anyone in the world? You have to stay in your hometown.
I spent 5 days with Beyonce.
Okay. AT, would you rather have Gatorade or Smart Water?
Smart water.
Okay.
Smart
Rob,
water.
if you had to watch a movie genre every day for the rest of your life, would you choose romantic comedies or children's films?
Children's films.
All right.
Why am I hitting this?
AT,
I have
what
no
20th
idea.
century decade saw the NBA adopt the 24-second shot clock? The 1950s or 1970s?
We're going to go the 70s.
No, wrong. Hey, they pull that back
Yes.
again. Hey, this is an interesting question
Yes,
again.
it
Read
is.
check this out, fellas. Do it again.
So what 20th century decade saw the NBA adopt the 24-second clock? 1950s.
Man, you would have thought that came way
know.
later, but in 1950, that's because Bob Cousy would run around and run around and run around and run
right.
around, and finally they said no dice. All right, let's keep going.
All right, Rob, you're up. If you had to choose one dessert to eat for the rest of your life, would you choose cake or pie?
Pie.
What kind of pie?
Apple.
You win.
All right, AT, if you only had one option of your phone for contacting people, which would you choose, call or text?
Text.
Rob, if you played another sport professionally, would it be water polo or rugby?
Water polo.
Oh, man, that's hard. Why
Yeah,
water
man.
polo?
Rugby, you gotta be real crazy to play rugby.
Yeah, but
Yeah, in water polo, at least you keep your ears and and your nose and your chin. I
don't
mean,
you lose your swimsuit?
Yeah, well, who cares?
What if you
Good
can't
at that.
swim?
Good at that area.
Exactly. Well, Rob can stand in the pool now.
Yeah, I know. You guys are Tom. You could probably stand it. All right, if you had to choose between having one of these options as your pet for the rest of your life, AT, would you choose a tiger or a shark?
Shark.
All right.
A shark as a pet. How much time do we have in the game left?
Get in the water.
Yeah. Tiger boy.
We only have a few
I
more
have no
questions.
idea, Rick. This thing always gets out of control.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Rob, if you could only
I think
travel
I'm
on a
up.
12-hour flight with one item, a 12-hour flight, which would you choose to have, an iPod or a book?
iPod.
And AT, would you rather watch TV shows or movies?
TV shows.
And would you rather be in constant pain or have a constant itch?
Don't even answer. Don't even answer. I don't want to know, you know.
man.
I get that question.
Did you see Rob's eyes? Did you see? Would you rather have major pain or have an itch? And he went, "Oh God, oh no."
You guys
Don't.
Neither one. I'm not
Okay.
gonna answer
All
that.
right, that's it.
Ladies, you can talk.
Yes.
What do we? All right. So
Good deal.
congratulations. You both tied.
Yes. you
How's
guys
that?
played
You both
fantastic.
tied. You both get to
Well,
play tomorrow night against Santa Cruz. Very good.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so next game up here. This is quarter 3, by the way. This is we're playing. Okay, this is the next one. This is a good game. I like this game. This is called dishing out. Okay, dishing out. Communication is an important part of any team play. You need to know each other very well. You need to be able to communicate on the floor. Basketball is a very unique game in communicating. Sometimes you don't have to say anything. You can give one of these from the top of the key,
Yeah.
and you already know what's going on. Right. So this is how it's going to go. You've got, hey, doctor, you've got a stack. I've got a stack. We have Adrian Thomas. We have Rob Vaden. You're going to ask a question, right? He's going to ask a question, and then I'm going to ask a question about how well you know each other. Okay. Now, the rules committee over here says your answer may not contain anything negative, no profanity, or degrading comments. So good luck.
Who wrote this?
Hey, so
man.
good
Who wrote the
luck.
rules?
So good luck coming up with anything you can
Rules
say.
are made to be broken.
Yeah, I like it. And
And
plus,
we know it wasn't Ronaldo.
Lewis, get ready for what is the button that has the? You don't have one of those buttons that blocks it out. I'll do this. Okay, you're up, Doc. Go first.
All right, here we go.
So who are you
I
asking?
start with Rob.
All right.
Rob, this is about AT.
about AT.
What
Oh,
food does AT sneak behind Shaun's back?
No, you're out. Okay. Okay, Adrian. What is Rob's go-to phrase?
What?
What's his go-to phrase?
Ring the.
You know, Rick, before he starts the game, he always goes, "Let's do it." Like what?
Oh, that right there. Yeah.
Is that your go-to phrase?
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
What is your go-to phrase?
What is it?
Let's get it popping.
Oh, let's get popping.
Let's get it popping.
Oh, let's get it. Hey, Lewis, let's get it popping.
Yeah.
Okay, doctor, go.
All right, Rob.
Who you asking?
I'll ask AT this time.
Okay, go.
All right, AT, what is Rob's all-time favorite music artist?
Jeezy? That's the only thing I
Okay,
can
so
think
who
of.
is it?
Tupac.
Oh man.
Okay, West Side. He ain't
Hey,
even from
man.
California. But
Hey, I had my kids in the
I
car
know
one
that.
night, and I put Temptation on. I had Temptation went
Yeah.
rolling, and I said, "You kids, you don't." Okay, here we go. This is for Rob Vaden. This is your answer about Adrian. Okay, what is AT's strength on the court?
Oh, shooting the basketball.
That's easy.
Okay, go ahead, doctor.
All right, Rob, this is back to you. Who was AT's favorite NBA team growing up?
Miami Heat.
I never had one.
Wait a minute, you never had a favorite team growing up?
Lie. Orlando Magic, though. I thought it was
nice.
Shaq,
Oh,
Penny
okay.
Hardaway, all that.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That's very good. Okay, next
okay,
question. Okay,
That's a good answer,
AT,
though.
what is Rob's signature move on the court?
Signature move. One dribble, pull up. No, little step back.
Right,
Action. Step back.
that is.
He like to step
There we
back.
go.
He does.
He got it.
That's
He like to step back. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that a couple nights ago. All right, doctor.
All right, Rob, what was AT's major in college?
Communications.
He's lying. It was definitely. I got my bachelor's in management and marketing, and I got my master's in sports administration.
Wow.
Yes, so I'm educated. Yes.
Whoa! From the U? Both from the U?
From the U.
Oh my gosh.
Respect.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I might have a favorite player. As the PA announcer, you're not supposed to have favorite players, but I'm getting close. All right, so Rob. Oh no, wait. This is for AT. What is Rob's favorite video game?
Oh, NBA 2K.
Bingo.
Very nice. Okay, a couple more. Let's hurry
All
up.
right, Rob, if AT had to choose to wear Nikes or Jordans, which would he choose?
Nikes.
He right. You right.
With
Jordan.
them Nikes, you can't lie about that one.
Okay, AT, what is Rob's nickname?
Oh, Big Shot Bob.
Big Shot Bob. Did he just make this up?
Nah, he didn't make it up. Nah,
I like that. I like that. Can we use that, or will we get in trouble by the NBA? Can we call him Big Shot Bob?
He could be Big Shot Bob.
Because it's not Big Shot Rob,
I still
right?
like Big Van Vaden, man.
Oh.
You got to bust out
Well,
there.
the original nickname is Darth Vaden.
Okay, see now, hold on.
Vaden,
No,
that's
see,
it.
hey.
That's right.
I was gonna ask you.
That's in your Tulsa game notes. I remember.
Right. Okay. We have time for one question each, right, Lewis? One more question for each.
Should we pick a good one?
They're all good ones. Okay, so who are you asking though?
I'm gonna ask Rob.
My man.
Rob, what is your favorite television show?
What is
AT's
AT's?
favorite TV show?
Breaking Bad.
That's up there, but of all time,
Martin.
There you go. Look.
Martin. I knew it.
Wow. All right, so this is the final question. Final question in this game that we are this year calling Dishing Out. This is Dishing Out. Final question. Okay, AT. Would Rob Vaden rather go on a tour around Europe or spend a weekend in Vegas?
Knowing Rob?
What does that mean?
Knowing Rob? Because I know Rob.
Uh-oh. All right.
He's going to Vegas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have two successful.
Vegas.
Instead of Europe.
He's already been to Europe. He played in Europe.
That's what I mean. All right. Okay. That was a highly successful game. Again, both of you get to play tomorrow night against Santa Cruz. So that was great. That was so. I'm going to wrap this thing up, and what do you want to do? You have any let's just go to break. We'll come back because we have a ton of stuff still to go here. When we come back, the fourth quarter on Jam. What a pleasure to have Adrian Thomas and Robert Vaden with us. Back in a minute. All right.
Don't get up at the crack of dawn for the best savings of the season. At Nissan of Bakersfield, get Black Friday savings all month long. The Nissan Altima is lighter, faster, and stronger, and it's just $17,999. The Nissan Versa Note has more style, technology, and room for only $13,499. Savings like these are usually only available for one day, but we're giving you Black Friday savings all month long. Are you going to shop anywhere else? I don't think so. Nissan of Bakersfield is the place to go.
One thing about living in Kern County is all the great schools. Centennial! Stockton! And no matter what school you go to, there's still one thing. One thing! One thing! We can all agree on. Kern School is the #1 financial institution in all Kern County.
Take advantage of our low fixed mortgage rates, including 60-day lock-in at no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern School's the biggest little credit union in town.
Catch and shoot for three.
Roadrunner basketball season tickets are on sale now. Men's home games include Delaware, UC Riverside, New Mexico State, and Valley rival Fresno State on December 6th. Get your season tickets and be guaranteed your seat when the Bulldogs come to the Accardo Center. Season tickets start at just $99 for general admission. Purchase your season tickets at GoRunners.com or by calling 654-BLUE. CSUB Roadrunner basketball back on the blue court of the Accardo Center this season. We're all runners.
Hi, my name's Harold Raymond here from a sign factory and graphic shop. Big 14 actually is the garment industry, screen printing, embroidery. We cater to a lot of schools. Currently, when we do our screen printing, we can average out about 1,500 shirts a day without a problem. T-shirts to hoodies, beanies, hats, decals for the students' vehicles or parents' vehicles or anything. We have an 18,000 square foot facility, and we do pretty much everything that goes with the graphics world.
Whether you're a builder in town or a do-it-yourselfer, EA Shields has everything you need to help make your job easier and affordable. Like ready-mix concrete, rock and gravel, pipe and fittings. Yes, EA Shields has it, and they deliver. For bigger jobs, they rent bobcats, jackhammers, and trailers. EA Shields has been in the business since 1949. They make their own products, and they're your one-stop shop in septic system installation. Give them a call at 325-5969. That's 325-5969. If you don't want the best, then call the rest.
This is Dignity, The smile given to a sick child. The steps taken to find a cure. Future leaders learning to make a difference. Humanitarians who give from the heart. And a love that comes from above. At Mercy and Memorial Hospitals, dignity is more than just a word. It's who we are.
Welcome back, everybody. We're already at the fourth quarter of Jam Central downtown Bakersfield at the Bakersfield, California. And Rick Hutchins with me. What a blast that was. Adrian Thomas, Rob Vaden. Man, that was a lot of fun, guys. We appreciate having you down here. And for two quality players, even better guys, thanks a lot for being here. We're looking forward to a great season with you. Hopefully you won't be here too long. But while you're here, we really appreciate you being here. Thanks for being here, guys.
Appreciate you.
Hey, Rick,
a lot of fun, guys.
where we're going to be sending them is Phoenix. Why don't you talk about our Suns for a few minutes? What's happening with Phoenix?
Well, let's check out what's happening with the Suns. They are 9-5 right now. A very successful 6-game road trip. TJ Warren goes on the road, and as Bubba mentioned, first game goes to Boston, scores 7 points, 3 rebounds, 12 minutes. That's what it's all about, right?
We've got some video. Let's look at some Sun stuff.
How does it feel? Tell me a little bit about the journey so far.
It's been good. Our first training camp, so it's good to get that under our belt. Got to play in a couple preseason games and experienced the first couple games of the season. So we've really just been learning and listening to the vets and kind of just trying to pay our dues and earn everything we get.
Has it been what you guys have expected it to be?
Yeah, it's definitely certain things are adjustments, certain things you have to learn and change. But for the most part, you try to play your game and right now for us, being young players, they just want to focus on getting better and working at it every day. And we've been doing that.
What do you guys want to take away from your experience here at Bakersfield?
Just getting out there, playing with new guys, playing. We got to play summer league, but we haven't had too much experience playing on this level. So, just going out there and showing what we can do.
Any particular things that you guys will be focusing on?
You always want to win, regardless of if it's a playoff game, regular season opener. You want to go out there and win. And we had Coach Nate was with us at training camp with the Suns. So he's an intense guy and he wants to win. So we're just going to go out there and play hard.
So great couple of games down here for you. One thing I noticed is that your three-point shooting has been really good and really consistent over the last 2 games. Is this something you've been working on, or is this something that's always been there for you?
Most definitely. Well, my job is basketball now, so that's all I've been working on. I don't have to worry about anything else with basketball now. So I've been working on my shot a lot, getting confidence, shooting from the three. So it's good to come down here a few games and see what I can do.
Really great games down here. How do you take what you got from these 2 games and transition it back up to the team now that you're going back for the road trip?
Well, just stay confident in myself. Stay ready. Hopefully this show the coaching staff that I'm ready to go now, and when my name's called upon, I should be ready.
Well, that was great, Cindy, talking with TJ Warren, Tyler Ennis, and I was in that interview that I had with Bubba. I mentioned that just like you get the texts from David or from Natalia or Cindy, who they send us these texts. Hey, so and so's coming down to play with us,
Yep.
and these guys they go right back up to the big show. It's exciting stuff, isn't it?
It's unbelievable. You go down. I'm going to go down. I'm going to score 40 points. I'm going to play 30-plus minutes, and then I'm going to go help my team and go play in the Fleet Center. Unbelievable stuff.
And guess who kept those guys healthy while they were down here? They come down from Phoenix. They spend a brief time with us, and they probably went back to Phoenix and said, hey, I'll tell you what, they got one dude right there who knows what he's doing as far as keeping us healthy. Fourth quarter, you know it already. It's the Jam Health stretch. We have Shaun Mirza with us. Shaun, we had so much fun with these guys in here. They seem like they're really enjoying their time here. How are we doing? How healthy are we? Any concerns? How's everybody doing?
I
Things are great. We have, like I said last time, a great group of guys, and they all work hard. I can't tell you, this is probably one of the first seasons I've had this many guys come in early just to get shots up, to get treatment, stretch, hot tub, sauna, all those things. So, these guys are really taking care of their bodies, and they make our job easier in that sense.
Okay, Shaun, last time you were on the show, because you're going to be with us every show, so last time you were on the show, you started talking about the Grimway stuff.
Yeah.
I made an executive decision today, and I requested through our two powerful individuals over there that rather than talk about these great things that you give the players, how about if you bring Rick and I some of these great things?
Yeah, and I did.
Okay, good. Get that mic up close to you. I want that microphone up close to you.
I brought a couple of these true juices that are organic juices from Grimway. This one is a banana berry crush, and this one is my favorite one, tropical mango. All of these, all of their juices are either carrot or beet based, since those are two of their larger products that they produce. So great juices. The players love them. They actually can't get enough of them. So really, really good. You'll enjoy those for sure.
All right, so
Nice.
These, as we were talking to AT and Rob, these guys have played all over the world. They've traveled all over the world. We talked to them about their diets when they're in these foreign countries. A lot of rice, a lot of chicken. Some guys don't eat it all. I know when I coached and traveled around the world, sometimes our guys would just go anywhere to find a bag of Doritos. They just wanted something familiar. When you hand it to these guys, was there any hesitancy?
Oh, for sure, especially the green one, which is actually, it tastes amazing, but it takes a little bit for these guys to break these old habits that they've had for all these years, because that's just what they know. And those are they fall back onto those comfort foods and the things they grew up eating. But we really try and show them through examples, whether it's articles from NBA players, other things. Show these guys, these are really the steps you got to take to get to the next level.
All right, we've got a video that I want our audience to watch here, and as we're doing it, we can either talk through it, talk about it. I am the single most unlimber cat on the planet. If you asked me to reach over and touch the ground, I'd have to get on my knees to touch the ground. I am so unlimber. And for these guys, obviously not in that situation. I don't know. Are you a limber guy?
I can be. It depends if if I do any stretching beforehand, but most of the time I'm okay.
All right, let's roll this video and let's take a look first of all of how healthy we're getting, and let's talk through it. Shaun, go for it.
This is the usual products that they'll bring us, which will be a lot of the juices, the produce. We usually are going to get broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, potatoes, onions, and all of that is given to us, at no cost to the team. So what we're doing right here, this is going into some of the stuff that I'll work with these guys. We'll do some circuit stuff on some practice days, and what we're trying to do is, these are mostly corrective exercises. We're trying to teach these guys certain muscles to fire and certain deficits to correct, just to get better, to improve their range of motion and to improve their strength. So this right here is a BAPS board, a biomechanical ankle platform system that we use to help strengthen their ankles, teaching them to really improve their flexibility. Calves, ankle mobility is one of the most important things that really affects the whole kinetic chain. So we do tons of foam rolling stuff. This helps break up the myofascial tissue around the muscles. This is every game. Johnny and I will set up a pre-game spread for the guys, just extra healthy foods. And then this is pre-game right here. This is what I'll do with the guys at center court before every game. I'll spend 10 minutes with the guards, and then I'll spend 10 minutes with the bigs. And we do dynamic movement. So what you really want to do when it comes to stretching is you want to do dynamic stretching, so moving and doing movements that you would do during activity. You want to do those type of movements before as you're warming up, and then static stretching where you're just standing and holding a stretch, that's what you would do after.
Shaun, we're so fortunate to have you in Bakersfield, and you came to us, from. I want to talk about your experience with the Phoenix Suns. I want to know about your time there. What did you glean from that? And please tell us about that.
Yeah, thanks. Well, the Phoenix Suns, it's pretty well known that they have the best athletic training staff in the NBA.
Oh,
Aaron
wow.
Nelson, Tom Maystad, Adam Maniconi, and Mike Elliott are all just really, really top-notch guys, very professional with everything they do. And anybody that's ever worked under them, any athlete that's ever come from there, just always enjoys their time, in the athletic training room. So I took from them a lot of corrective exercises and a lot of manual type of treatments where they're doing tons of muscle releases and different strengthening techniques that not not a lot of athletic trainers are doing. They don't so much believe in tons of modalities like STEM and ultrasound and those type of things. They're really getting in there and finding the problem and solving the problem instead of just treating the injured knee. They'll treat the entire kinetic chain.
Pretty impressive stuff, huh?
It was really amazing. I really enjoyed my time, and I was just a sponge and taking notes the whole time. And they're just a great group of guys, and it's an honor to be able to work under them and learn from them.
Well, we're very, very thankful that you're with us. We appreciate you bringing us some goodies.
Absolutely.
Which one are you taking, Doctor?
I've got to take this. I can't drink orange stuff.
All right, well, I'll handle this one. We'll split the carrots. All right,
Okay.
Shaun, thanks for
Perfect.
being with us. We've got
Thanks,
some games
Shaun.
coming up. I look forward to it tomorrow night. I like finishing with you. It's always finishes on a positive note. Appreciate that very much. A couple of quick reminders before we get out of here. You can find us a million different ways on Bakersfield.com, our Twitter, Instagram, you name it. We've got it. Facebook. Please find us, the BakersfieldJam.com. What else should I be talking about, Cindy? Come on, get on that microphone. Talk me through it.
Game tomorrow night.
Do you have a weekly tip for us?
Always.
Let's go.
Well, we were talking about this being the Jam home stretch, and I'll give you a pointer about stretching. We find that the best thing you can do when you're stretching, static stretching, is holding a stretch for at least 30 seconds.
Okay.
So anything less than that, you're not going to really affect the elasticity of the muscle. So you want to be holding stretches for at least 30 seconds. If you hold them longer, then do that.
I'm going to do it. On behalf of Natalia, Cindy, Dr. Louis Amistoy, Shaun, our two great players, Adrian and Robert, my co-host Rick, thanks for being with us tonight.
Thank
you. The Bakersfield Jam. The next episode is going to be December 12th, so make sure you get on Bakersfield.com, get our schedule, and please always support the Bakersfield Jam, and have a great holiday season, everybody. Good night. God bless.